This guy also comes.
I can be your hero, baby.
Holy! Hello YouTube, the season is just started and in Apex tiers it got fully reset, so it's gonna start from fresh. And below tiers I just want to give you very important tips. This video is gonna be really helpful for you to stay strong mentally. Already started with enemies having first blood right when the season starts. So listen very carefully because today I'm gonna give you very important guidelines. Number one, pick one champion only. The first 20 games, so you get very comfortable on your gameplay. Second, focus on the gameplay and review what you can do better. Instead of constantly complaining about your team, this is some very basic general advice. Look at only at what you should be doing for the next games. Now this sounds very basic, but trust me, stay on that path and I tell you will have way more fun in your games. I'm gonna path here too towards bot side. It's gonna be a lot of action. Now, mental tip, very important. What happens if Magnus Carlsen now plays on our chess account at chess.com? He's just gonna climb back to the top. What happens if we play on Magnus Carlsen's chess account? We're just gonna lose the LP. Point being is, you will always get rewarded by being good, and you will always get punished by not playing perfectly as you should. What does that mean is, your LP gain, the current elo you play in, all of these things don't matter. Not even at all. You could have minus 28 plus 12. It will get better eventually, and if you play well, you will guaranteed climb. If Magnus Carlsen plays on your chess account and your LP gain is fucked, yeah, after his 50 wins in a row, eventually your LP gain will be god tier and the elo will be high, We're playing here in Diamond elo, by the way. Now the rank reset, so we're gonna play with maybe even high elo players. And Graves is such a fun champion, I would highly recommend to play him. I have so much joy playing him myself. So I just want to show you how to play jungle, what things to keep in mind, what fundamentals are important. This will be very helpful for anyone who wants to get better in the jungle. I want to take Scuttle. I think Nocturne is probably top side. We don't know that yet. I'm going to check where he's going to be. I think I'm going to maybe consider a base in this position. This could have been him. Okay, it was him. I'm going to run top Scuttle. Because I know it's him because it's a Blitzcrank bot, so it won't be Blitzcrank. Now, depending on how this goes, we might not be able to fight top Scuttle, but I'm just gonna walk closer to it. Again, we probably give top Scuttle. Mid lane push is going pretty good. We don't need to fully commit yet. Okay, Nocturne has no E. Notice how we are kiting. We're not fully committing. Now, it looks like we're hard winning. I'm gonna keep the committing going upwards. We got one kill. I got slowed completely. I'm gonna eep over the wall maybe. I don't think I'm gonna die of that. Warwick could run at me, so I don't like the position I put myself in. I think Warwick could try to kill me here. Got some HP back. He's coming. I'm gonna try to slow him with my W once he gets closer. He's not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna ward the base. That's all peaceful. I cannot take my jungle. Now, what do you think should the enemy jungler do right now? That is reviewing and being rational instead of complaining, right? What should he do macro-wise? He should, if he's good, invade my chickens on respawn. So he should not go to his wolves or grump, which he did. His pathing was like top to bot. He should invade my chickens. Now the fact that he doesn't do it gives me the advantage. Now I have one kill. I got double skull and I'm in an absolute beautiful position. If I thought we would be in a losing position, so the odds were not in my favor, I would have just given top scuttle and based. And everything is fine. Once I see myself in a risky position where I could die, and then I will just not go for that and not take that. That's a very big jungle tip, by the way. You need to calculate the odds with, of course, sample size. You know how good the percentage are. And then decide on yourself, okay, do I think I die here or not? And usually when there's a percentage that you die, which is not that low, then it's already a terrible play, which you can always need to remove. Oh, completely from your habit pattern, by the way. Now we're full clear. See what's happening. What's popping bot side. I might need to find a play. We're very hyper scaling, fully focused on ourselves. Okay, that's the mental tip for Magnus Carlsen we talked about, by the way. So focus only on your performance. Don't be too mad at your teammates. And when you play better, help again, all these things don't matter at all. Next. Know actively it won't go your way and you will suffer. Stay in that suffer and control your emotional response. There's a high chance we lose this game, even though I play in Diamond and I should be winning, right? But if I lose, first of all, I'm in peace because I focus on myself, as I told you with the Magnus Carlsen example, right? I don't have bot lane control, I might not be able to go there. We see Nocturne is level 5. I could walk closer to that. Okay, but the point being is, the season starts, let's say you're 0 wins, 0 losses, right? I think I'm just gonna get bot side control. Top side Scuttle is spawning, maybe invade enemy top side. I'm gonna try very aggressive here. We're outnumbered, so we have to be careful with the way we play. We don't want to fight too long because we're outnumbered. You see, the chance I die, it happens very quickly, by the way. That's so deep. You see I almost die, right? While we could run at me and stuff like that. We don't like this. We don't want any of this. I actually want to base, get my top side camps, more play for top lane Scuttle. Even going there in the first place was a mistake. I shouldn't have went there. I should have went to top lane Scuttle immediately. And maybe find a way to ward the dragon. Okay, when you, let's say, start 0 wins, 0 losses, there's a high chance you will have a 30% win rate because the sample size will, no matter what, be extremely low. So know actively that it will not be going your way, that you win 70% of your games. Even 50% it's also likely that you won't even win 50% of your games. And you can have 8 losses and 2 wins in the first 10 games, and that's not even that unlikely, even if you're a good player. So by knowing that the sample size is extremely low, there are so many things that could happen variance-wise, you're way more in peace and you won't be tilted when you have 8 losses. In fact, again, you focus on your performance and that's all that matters in the end. Okay, next tip, enjoy, have fun, and keep the focus on your champion. Okay, sorry for that, a lot of talking, but it's very important for so many people that I get all of this out. We're gonna have a beautiful Graves game now, and I wish you a wonderful start into this next season. Okay, the drops are up. I think I want to play for my Hubris first. Okay, I'm gonna get bot side control, and then we play Dragon. Actually, no. I was distracted IRL. Terrible. I need to base because I have my power spike. Always play for that. I might even have enough gold for another longsword. This is beautiful. Not basing here is like what I see a lot for a lot of coaching clients. Terrible mistake again. Perfect base time. Now bot side camps. First we vacuum clean our camps and then we go for the next play. Enemy Malphite is fed. Anivia's doing great. I want to play for the dragon here. Always use the E as auto attack reset, by the way. Know how I space in front of the Grump, by the way. All things you can do when you play Graves. When you use our W also for a little bit damage. You can E against the wall. Maximum value. We see Nocturne bot, but we vacuum clean faster. I think I'm gonna try to find an ult on him. We have numbers advantage. I'm gonna stay on him here. He probably flashes over the wall and I won't kill him. If he doesn't flash, then he does already die. We look mid lane again. I was tunnel visioned on the Blitzcrank. What's this position? Okay. We have even numbers. Once Pike dies, we have numbers disadvantage. Sneak the kill in real quick, but I had to be very careful with the way I move and play. I have Hubris stacks, enemy chickens are not up. I think I'm just gonna go for the dragon. Be careful, Nocturne has no ult. Blitzcrank runs out of base. I don't really want to kill the Caitlyn because... Okay, why do I not want to gank bot lane here? What do you think, guys? Very important. Because we do not have ult and flash. I'm actually not that strong. Most likely I won't go for this bot lane play. We also don't know where Blitzcrank is, okay? Now we did the dragon, we did all our stuff. Now we can walk up. Most likely we cannot play further. Most likely that's all the value we can get. Okay. He found the kill, he found the hook. Completely fine. If not, then I would base earlier. But this is not even too good. Because now I lose my entire top side control. And he can get grubs, he can get scuttle. I don't really like that too much. I wasted some time there, was a little bit inefficient. Now... if the Nocturne does the Skull into the Grubs right now, give it. Do not contest it. Then he's already on it anyways. It's way more important to be on your timer respawn because you want to get to your 10 CS per minute. You want to climb. You can climb, but don't get fooled over following stupid plays like these Grubs, for example, instead of going for Crux. Crux is way better. Now we can go for a play and see what's popping. Because now we did our Grubs already. Crux already, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, he did top skull most likely, the way I calculated the jungle tracking. So we're just gonna go for the grubs here. And we got the dragon, we got some value. Now you calculate, what am I gonna do after the grubs? What value am I gonna do next? What do you think, guys? This is so much fun. It's my first game this season. Yeah. A good start so far, I can say. Again, we can lose this. Tempo size can be bad for us. Even if we play, like, really well, we can lose, right? I just need to focus on how I can find a way to win. Might cancel his base here. Okay, he does it himself. Have a base timer. He is full HP. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't stop it. Plus, it's risky. He might have a ward here. No? It would be actually pretty risky for me trying to stop the Blitzcrank from freezing because he's full HP. And if there's anyone coming and he stuns me, double stun, I risk my shutdown. Plus, especially I risk my tempo. And he fucked up the wave so hard for... I don't know why. Okay, I'm so strong. At 3 items, I will be an absolute monster. It looks like we are getting numbers advantage on mid lane. Notice how many fundamentals I am actively using. There are around 6 fundamentals that are important. And then this time I used already like 4 of them. Oh. Oh! If he flashes, I will eat you over the wall. Oh my god, was that juicy. I'm gonna get topside cam. So much value. Again, focus very hardly on how, like... Go to the course, it's in the description, and read the fundamentals that are there listed, okay? Those 6-7 fundamentals, I want you to utilize and max out and practice on every single game, as I do at this game. Like, we're playing in a diamond, and I'm explaining, I'm 10 CS per minute, 10 kill participations, I'm kind of chilling, right? That is all the power of utilizing the fundamentals. The jungle fundamentals on how to win, how to conquer. And I would be very glad if you do it yourself. And if you're not at least a Grandmaster Plus, then you're not utilizing the fundamentals correctly yet. Maybe you do a lot of them decent, but you're not playing that perfectly yet. So that is what you can work on. And this is just for those who are flaming their teammates. Instead of flaming your teammates, for example. If Yasuo goes 0-10 and we lose it, I'm blaming me. Because I could have maybe carried this game harder, you know. That's some value. Need to be careful of his ult. Yeah. Oh, come on. Nice! That's the only issue. That even if the enemies played it pretty weak, I just get one shot. I legit only died through Malphite ult. That was the entire gameplay there. Do I buy anything against that? I will later have steel caps. Against 3 of them, it's pretty decent. I have my E stacks. I just need to play a little bit slower. Because in the end it was a 2v2 position where Malphite has the upper hand. I could have done this a bit better. I would say that my death was... I shouldn't play it like that. I think me going for the Malefic there was a mistake because he has ult and I needed to wait Pike. Very interesting on things I can do better. I'm gonna get bot side camps now. And then, what are we gonna do after the bot side camps? What do you think is the smartest after that? This is so fun how much damage I deal. And we look for play because now we did our job of farming. Now we can go for play. Holy, that damage. Now we can do dragon because now we have numbers through killing the Blitzcrank. Going for mid lane play, it's risky because again, Malphite ult, right? Bot lane there's, could go for a dive. Very interesting. I want the Yasuo to play aggressive. I'm gonna check if his chickens are up. Oh my god, that's so much value. They have no mid tower, so I can just run at him here. If I get some damage trade-off, that's already enough for me. Warwick is coming. I don't like this entire position. Need to be careful with sidestepping. I'm gonna go to Caitlyn. But we're outnumbered here, so I really dislike the entire position I put myself in here. I have full vision control on me. This guy also comes.
I can be your hero, baby.
Holy! Holy shit, enemies have to be so pissed. Imagine I stole this away. Imagine the season just started. And this is the first game you play. You flash over the wall with Nocturne. You ult over the wall and then Blitzcrank hooks me. But can you legit blame the Blitzcrank, you know? Now, this is actually a good example because, of course, you can be blaming the Blitzcrank now. Or you cannot. Because his hook makes total sense. He legit hooked me. They didn't even need to use anything and I would die. You know? So now, all their frustration they point out on the Blitzcrank, even though it's their own fault they are losing this game now from this POV. And that's where most people struggle with. They're like, they have all the room in the world not to be toxic and flame the Blitzcrank. Yes, I've been there. But it's actually their fault. Numbers disadvantage. We see only one on the map. That is Caitlyn. Don't see anyone else. So I'm gonna walk through mid lane. I'm gonna play like this. I cannot play Herald right now. I need to just take the L. Except that I don't have any topside control. I'm gonna first play the Wolves and the Grump. Enemy chickens respawn timer. And then we play. Okay, Malphite no ult. Very good for me. Nice, that's a kill. Wait of the kill. Oh. And now I can play enemy chickens respawn timer. Okay, that's gone. Now I go Grump into Wolves, into Wrap-Buff, into Herald. Vayne takes mid lane wave. Do you see how easy it is if you play it properly? Macro-wise, right? Instead of trying to force the Herald, blaming the team that they don't help you on Dragon. Instead of killing the Malphite when he still has ult up, so he just ults you and you die as I died before, right? So we learn, adapt, and do it better. I'm gonna go for red buff in this position. Then I want to play for Herald control. I'm having so much fun playing Graves. I would probably play a lot of Graves on my account where I play off Master Yi to Challenger. I'll probably play a lot of Graves now. If he doesn't get nerfed in any way, this champion is just so strong, so much fun, so much value. And look at the raw damage we have. Oh. Oh my god, why am I even talking? Okay. I was overconfident there. I can never fight the Malefice. He has ideal 0 attack, F0 attack speed. He gets my attack speed to negative. Nocturne, like I don't deal any damage like that. They completely slow me. I should have just played top scar. I'm so greedy. So what are we gonna do now? Chickens into mid lane control, into blue buff, into dragon will probably be the proper attempt. Can enemies do this really well, by the way? They play perfectly with numbers. Both my deaths, by the way, I need to improve on. So when you die, you're gonna rewatch everything of it and then see, okay, how can I learn this? Next time I put myself on a position, I'm gonna do it differently. It's gonna be chickens into bot side control. Enemy chickens also up. Nocturne is dead. So I'm gonna get mid lane control into dragon. We can play dragon. Come Drake. I don't like to go Baron here, to be honest. It's only me and... At first, I want to consume more on the map, to be honest, and play dragon. Then we have soul point. My damage is so insane. 500 per auto. Now bot side camps, then mid lane control, and then we play Baron, right? Yeah, Pyke is not respecting the numbers. That's the only position you need to respect, and I need to ping that, by the way. Do we want to Herald? I think we Herald mid lane now. Because we have our entire team in position to siege. No, Yasuo gets top side control, right? So it's a pretty beautiful position to use the Heralding. Imagine I get the Q auto ult off. Oh my! Oh! Imagine that flash auto killed the Caitlyn. And I just pop her like a balloon. My hubris is on fucking 63. That is crazy. That is crazy. Holy shit. I have 95% crit. Again, I could rewatch this play now and say, okay, how could I bet it differently? I think I should not use my E when I tried to kill the Caitlyn. That was a mistake. Trying to assassinate Caitlyn is a mistake. I should be waiting, picking more my team so we are more grouped up there. I need to wait until the Herald crash before I walk up in the first place. That would all be better from an analyzing perspective. Go mid prio into Baron rotation. Okay, nice. Let's go. Where are they? You can use the F keys to see where Nocturne is, but he didn't use it anywhere. I think he wanted to find a fight, but he didn't find it. Okay, now we're at numbers disadvantaged. Was a good hook from him. My collector doesn't pop yet. Be careful, Nocturne ult, Malphite ult again. My collector didn't pop there yet. I don't like the sieging a lot. We should play more for Baron. go S5, play Baron. Notice the minion wave on top side here. Mirror it. So then you know here's a wave, and that's what I'm gonna consume as well. I don't see anything on the map. I think I'm gonna play for a blue buff here. Walk out of the vision. Come Baron. Mid prio into Baron. I'm gonna take this real quick. Pretend I start the Baron. Then over the wall here. My damage is surreal. 440 damage by the 443 attack damage. That is raw damage as I'm speaking about it. That is so fucking raw. Be careful. We see Malefite. Oh. Mid control and then Baron. Do not go Baron before mid control, by the way. That's mid-late game macro. As I always teach it at very high value. Mid-late game macro, once you optimize it, games are also easy. Entire fundamentals and mid-late game macro is everything in the course, by the way. It is in the description. If you want to get better, this is for you. If you want to learn how to jungle at high level, I'm very glad to help you out. They cannot outsmite me. With my auto attack smite, it deal too much damage. Bro, my damage is out of this world. I'm not gonna push this top. I think we're gonna play Baron. Play Soul. Go mid. I should have pinged them more because I don't like the entire position we put ourselves here. Like, the goal is actually just to base and then re-enter from base. I might even try to find a catch on him here. We don't know if he bases somewhere. There he is. He's gonna ult onto them. Holy damage. And every crit sounds like... Oh, it's so smooth. Nocturne is still alive. Do we siege 2 lanes? Imagine I could deal damage to those control wards. How much raw damage that would be. Use these fairy tales, by the way, for maximum vision. Gotta be a bit careful because we're giga outnumbered. I get blue buff and grump and base. Also, there's one more itemization change I want to do with full build graves. Is I'm gonna sell my boots for Phantom Dancer, then sell my collector for Bloodthirster. So I need more gold for that. Okay, top and mid, 2 lanes. Notice how I broke bot T2. Now I'm gonna break top T2. Even though it's diamond elo, right? So it's sometimes really difficult to find a way to force my team to end because they all struggle with mid late game macro. We need to play 2 lanes with this Baron. And now we have mid lane control. I want Anivia to push mid lane and make sure she doesn't get caught. Warwick W'd me. Get an assist here, get my hubris stack. 75, by the way. 75. Come on. Come on. Give me the Penta. So juicy. So juicy. Nice. GG. And with that game, with that educational game, I hope you had fun watching it. Again, keep in mind, enjoy, have fun. And yeah, I wish you a beautiful day. Kiss your hearts.